We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And away we go from Nashville. Here's Chimere DK on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. Leading them out, the #1 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
The reason that Cam Ward went 1-1 in my estimation is he's one of those quarterbacks whose style of play just sets him apart. You just know it. He is a gunslinger, but looking for the balance of managing risks he takes while keeping those same fearless style of play right there in his pocket, that's going to be the challenge for him in his career.
First carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Pollard. Keeps away from one. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Connection is made. Io Manor. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Ward off the play fake. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Titans have a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Off the play fake, here's Ward. It is caught left side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All set now. 1st and 10. Right back to Pollard. He dodged the tackle. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. Tony Pollard with the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them began his college career way back in 2018. Now entering the NFL as a second-round pick. It's Tyler Shough.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game. And he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit, and Tyler's got a lot of it.
Shough will throw to get us started. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
On play action, here's Shough. That's caught left side by Vela. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Saints.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shough's going to throw here. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from the deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. Well, on behalf of all of us here at EA Sports, hope that you are having an excellent Thanksgiving day. And today, of course, also our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration across the NFL, where we recognize the impact John had on generations of football fans, from his days as the legendary coach of the Raiders, to his decades as a broadcaster, to his influence on new generations of fans as the namesake of our game. And all of us here proud to remember his impact on the sport. Titans to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. The Tiger Manor downfield, he's got it. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
So Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He completes it in traffic. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Past the line, he's going to run for it. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Titans have a first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the gun, it's Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Chimere DK, the one he was looking for. So 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10 now. Ward. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans take a 13-0 lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown.
Okay, to put this first quarter in perspective a little bit, add a little context. You know what the single-season rushing touchdown record is? 28. 28 in 17 games. Well, LT did in 16 back in the day, but he's got 2 already here in the first quarter.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Titans drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Saints nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This New Orleans offense ready up for its second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Off the play action, Chuck. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Kai Kroger on for this punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. It's fielded at the 14. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Titans and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Titans have a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Now Ward's going to hang on to it. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Titans have a first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Handoff running left, Pollard. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Carl Granderson in on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. A motion to tight end left. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he comes through big here, 9 yards, it's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And a sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
A 7-yard loss.
Bend.
3rd down.
Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
It's going to throw here on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Titans first down. 1st and 10.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Io Manor in motion right. Pressure coming. Here's Ward. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
At the 10-yard
Did
line.
this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Running back sent in motion. Ward's going to throw it. Throws caught. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 20-zip lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21.
Titans 21, Saints nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Has this at the 6. Escapes the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Saints come marching onto the field. And things are really getting away from them, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Saints to the line now. First and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Camara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Chuck working from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Third down, here's Chuck. Working downfield here. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Motion him out of the backfield left. To throw again here, it's Chuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Chuck now from the gun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Titans send Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Chase Young bringing him down there.
2 yards on the
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Handoff running right. Pollard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throw here, 3rd down. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
On the carry, this is Pollard. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
On the sneak, here's Ward. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Going with Pollard on the ground. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's another Titans first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
He's going for it himself.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
The Titans will turn to their kicker, Joey Sly, here on fourth down, looking for this field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Here comes the Saints offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Shot now on first down. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shuck looking to pass here. Gets him on the in route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Oh, look at this! They give on the jet sweep! And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. Shuck. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Kamara gets it off the option, and he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Nissan Stadium coming up. This kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Julius Chestnut to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. To the air with Ward. He can run it.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Pollard. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They kick the running back in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Going deep here for the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch a college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Oncoming now from the Titans on this 4th down. On comes Johnny Hecker. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
Their own 23-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Receiver in motion, going left. Yep, as expected, they go to the grab and start this one off. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. He fields it from the 8. Jukes away from 1. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. The New Orleans offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Camaro we go to start this third quarter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
At the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Taken in by Vele, right side. And he has this down to the 34. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
That's good for a Saints 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. On play action, here's Shuck. Good strike downfield to Olave. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. Finding Olave, back-to-back plays. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. This will give to Kamara. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Kamara. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort, and he shows off the speed that he has. But they'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. But he showed you right there, when there's not, well, this kid can run.
For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints make it an 11-point ball game.
21, Saints 10.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Chestnut on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They give to Pollard from the gun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big third down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. The trick play unsuccessful. His throw falls incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Shuck. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he'll go down here, comes up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Second and 3 now. Here's a give inside to Camara. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First and 10 from the 43. Another run for Camara. And he's down to almost, oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
He tucks it and takes off.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They run it from the gun with Camara. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. They'll run the toss to Camara. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Try in the air now. Here's Shuck. Steps up, and he's running with it.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Trying to run for it. Kamara. Oh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to try him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. On the keeper, here's Shuck. And he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's another Saints first down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Going power with the big tight end. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Went into their bag of tricks just a little bit there. The surprise handoff, not enough to get the touchdown. But I'll tell you what, I'm kind of excited to see the next wrinkle off that one, because I don't think that was just a one-off.
He's held up at the 4. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Shuck now on 3rd and goal. Screen here for Kamara. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Following the touchdown, Shuck has the offense ready to try to tack on 2 more. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Off the play action, Shuck. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Now on the return, here's DK. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So now here comes the Titans on offense. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ward off the play fake. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. the play fake. Here's Ward. On him quick, and they bring him down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans hold an 11-point advantage.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Titans push the lead up to 12.
28, Saints 16.
All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Able to get it to Moreau. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They give on 2nd to Camaro. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
One of the tight ends motions right. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Throwing now, off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Cut at the 10-yard line! And they hit big there on that second down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Drive in trouble, Brock. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long. They're going to throw. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Thought that this might be 4-down territory for him here, Brock, but they are lining up for a field goal. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead is back down to 9.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Now on the return, here's DK. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Titans and Cam Ward headed back out on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. Got DK, complete. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Titans have a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now Ward's going to hang on to it. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They give on second to Pollard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10 here. Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Alec Iomana. So it's second down coming up.
Second down and 10.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second and 10. Here's Ward to throw. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
To the line comes Ward. They're going for two.
The Titans will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here's a design run. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
34.
Everybody loves power football, right? Down here, put the game in a phone booth, they like to say. And we've seen it work so many times with the power run. But it can backfire when the defense wins right at the line of scrimmage.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go down. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. First call here coming from the shotgun. Chuck now from the gun. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Motioning left is their running back. Chuck now on first down. Into traffic, complete! And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Second and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. To throw again here, it's Chuck. Finds a man underneath. It's Kamara. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. You try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Chuck working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he caught by his back. Kamara. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
He's going to throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. There it is, drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Smith able to put it through and doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Now on the return, here's DK. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Titans and Cam Ward headed back out on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Right back to Pollard. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and
2. 3rd and just 2 to go. Again, a run with Pollard. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Their punter making his way out now. Johnny Hecker, the one to send it away. He dodged the tackle. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Saints come marching onto the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Here's shot. 1st and 10. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Shock. Completed to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd down, here's Shuck. And this is lofted deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. It's complete. This is Olave. Gets it to the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. Chris Olave with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints trim the deficit down to 5.
Saints 29.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Now on the return, here's DK. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Titans and Alec Iomanner with the football once again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
The Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. DK motioning right. To the air with Ward. Finds a man right side. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. Second down out the window. They're backed up here for third down. Running back motions right. On third and long, it's Ward. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Off the play action, Chuck. Jump off caught by his back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third down, they need 7. Looking to throw. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. Risky throw, and it's intercepted! Amani Hooker has it. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. He'll get it inside the 45-yard line before the return goes out. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just